All right, folks, good morning. Welcome back. We're going to do another quick update for you. Hope y'all are well. I wanted to focus today on a very important thing to our company, to me, to our team, and that is renewals. It is also very important to you as an investor, as an owner of a rental property. Keeping the property occupied by a good resident for a long time is definitely in your best interest. So today the topic is going to be lease renewals. How exciting, I know, but bear with me, you're going to like this. So real quick, the why behind a lease renewal. Number one, it prevents a move out. Move outs hurt. Move outs cost. Move outs are timely. They affect your bottom line. They create more work for our team. So our team understands by getting you, the owner, a renewal that is in all of our best interests. So the why behind that is really to make sure that the property stays occupied, the residents are paying, and that your monthly cash flow is going up. So a move out does the exact opposite of that, obviously. So we like to call these move out preventions. So we want to do everything within our power, within reason, to prevent a move out. And trust me, when I say this, you want us to prevent a move out on your investment property. Also, in turn, obviously, this increases our length of stay. The numbers on that, we went through those briefly. Let's see, last time, 2020, put our length of stay just over 6 years, 6.4. This year, and I've done the math so far, I gave a kind of a little teaser on our last call about 2021 move outs. If we continue on pace, we're looking at doing less than we had in 2020, less move outs, which is a great thing, which is going to in turn increase our length of stay, and we're pushing that 7-year mark. So more to come on that. I know it's early, it's only August, we're not through the year just yet, but that's what it's looking like right now if we hold steady with the numbers that we're currently at. So good news there. Now, lease renewals. We are proactive in this approach. 6 months in advance of an actual residence lease ending, we are starting that renewal process. The switch is turned on. We're beginning the process and going from there. So 6 months in advance of their lease actually ending, we are contacting them, trying to get them to renew. So we do a myriad of things. We start with a letter campaign. Letters go out to 400 to 600, anywhere that number is, 400 to 600 leases that are coming up at an expiration date. So we're starting 6 months in advance from there. Then we're getting on the phones, we're sending emails, we're texting, we're doing anything and every form of communication that we can to get that process started and get the conversation going. Obviously, we have a few goals in mind here. First and foremost is to keep the property occupied. Like I said earlier, a move out affects your bottom line. It costs money. It can turn into a length of vacancy that can cost you even more money. So the goal is to keep the property occupied. Also, obviously, the goal is to raise rents accordingly. We're doing market research, we're checking comparables, we're seeing what the going rate is, and then we're going from there. So that's easier said than done, obviously. You got to take into consideration a lot of things when you're talking about upping the rent. It is our goal, obviously, to increase your rent for you. That will make you happy. We know that. That makes us happy. But you got to be careful. How many times has this person renewed? If our average length of stay is at 6 years, going on 7 years, then more than likely some folks have already renewed a couple of times, and we've already bumped them a couple of times. You have to be cognizant. You got to be careful that you're not going to bump them out while trying to bump up the rent. So again, same as anything in property management. It's a game of tug of war, and we're pulling in both directions, trying to get you the best thing possible, trying to get rent increase, but also realizing that, look, if you're holding out and trying to get this increase, for whatever the amount is, and they're not going to do it on a lease renewal, then your other alternative is having the property go vacant, have those move out costs, have that unknown length of vacancy, which in turn can eat up whatever that increase you were looking for. It can eat up a significant more amount of increase or loss of rents, et cetera, et cetera. So again, we have those goals in mind. We're trying to maintain as best we can and get as much we can. And again, data centered type of company, drowning in numbers, drowning in data with a reason. We know the score. So we look at our increase amounts every single month. The past 2 months, we've been significantly trying to drive these up. As you've seen on national news, rental amounts, rental rates are through the roof, et cetera, et cetera. So we're trying, and we're of course cognizant of those, of that data, and trying to get you the best rental amount possible while still trying to keep the property occupied. So combined last month, all of our markets, we had a 6.6 average increase in rents. We're trying to push that higher. We want that to go higher. We've gone higher month over month, started really hammering in on this in June and then in July, and trying to get that increased amount as high as possible. So rest assured, our team is doing it. We're on it. Again, you want the highest amount of rent. We want that for you. And we're certainly working towards that. So lastly, I just wanted to make sure you know, so our team trying to proactively get you, our owners, a lease renewal is the definition, in our opinion, of an alignment of interests. And here's why. Most management companies have a higher and bigger interest in your property going vacant and us returning it, going through the move out process, releasing that property and capturing more income, because that's where most management companies make their income, renting houses out, handling turns, handling move outs. Not us. We're interested in renewals. We want your property to remain occupied. And if that's not an alignment of interests, then I don't know what is. So we run the numbers. That's us giving up millions of revenue, but it's for the right reasons, and it's for the owner's best interest of the property. Keep it occupied within reason, as long as somebody's paying, taking care of the property, et cetera, et cetera. And we know that there's that box that must be maintained, and everything must fall within. So just wanted to jump on here real quick, talk about lease renewals, and let you know it's at the forefront of our team's daily goals, and it's one of our most important things that we're chasing every single month. So let us know if you have questions regarding renewals or any other topics that you want to see on these calls. We're happy to dive in and discuss, and I hope you all have a great week. Take care.